And that's going to be a handoff up the middle. And that's going to be to Darius Irvin. Darius Irvin working hard, finding those holes in the middle. The offensive line doing a good job with their assignments, executing and assignments. Alec Thompson, like we said, the junior quarterback, in the shotgun. Two-back set. Fakes the inside handoff, and Alec is going to let this one fly. He's got a man down there, and a great catch made by that wide receiver. What a great throw and a great catch there by number 81, Peyton Galford. Peyton Galford. That's what happens when you have a little bit of time back there. Alec Thompson with the fakes the inside handoff to Darius Irvin, and the defense kind of rolls back with him, moving that motion to the right. Alec Thompson rolling back, looking left. He knew where he was going the whole time. A good job of looking off the defense, and he does find Peyton Galford out there for that touchdown. So 6 more on the board. Let's make it 7, as the extra point by Nick Ott is good, and that's going to put Foundation Academy up. Injured player looks like number 8 for the Bulldogs. And I may have missed something, but I could have sworn I saw the. The touchdown call there, but I don't see the points on the board yet. Player down on the field right now is for Mount Dora Bible, something that they don't need. Coach Steve Cochran does not need that. If that's number 9, and that's Austin Warren, we don't know what they're going to be doing at that quarterback position. Austin Warren is their 5th-string quarterback. They've already been hit hard at that position, obviously. Austin Warren is up. He looks like he's okay. He's kind of shaking off the trainers. And he doesn't have his helmet quite yet. Coach Cochran has that for him, and we'll see what's going to happen with Austin Warren. Not too sure what happened, and if you do get an injury report, we'll be sure to put that out there for you guys. So there was no touchdown on that. The wide receiver was ruled down at the 2-yard line. I apologize for that. Check that, as I'm quite the distance away. And I'm flying solo tonight, peeps. You got Tony Comas tonight. Kyle Israel usually with me doing the color analysis. Great analysis, great color guy for me. Right there, would be excited to call a touchdown right there. Darius Irvin with his 2nd of the ball game. And that's going to put them up. 3rd down, we're up 13-0 Foundation Academy. And now we're going to try the extra point with Nick Ott. Boy, Darius Irving looking good, just running hard between those tackles. Darius is 6'1", 185 sophomore, a guy that plays linebacker, the defensive end position. He can line up at tight end, and he can obviously, like we've seen so far tonight, carry the rock. So the snap, the hold, and Nick Ott puts that kick up, and it is good. So that's going to extend the lead 14-0. 30.6 seconds left here at Walker Stadium, and the home team on homecoming, up 14-0 over the Mount Dora Bible Bulldogs. Short fields so far for Foundation Academy are the storyline. A turnover on a blocked punt and an interception, and 14 points on those are the results for Foundation Academy, which has Coach Brad Lord smiling on the sidelines. It is early, but anytime you can get those points on the short field, you got to be happy about that. Darius Irving looking really good so far. Alec Thompson, a great throw and catch there we saw earlier to Peyton Galford. Mount Dora Bible finding themselves down a couple scores here in the first quarter. They're a team that can score themselves and can do it in bunches. So the 2 early touchdowns by Foundation Academy, important. But Mount Dora Bible, a team that knows that they can put points up at any point in time. Nick Ott with the kick, and this one is going to actually, wow, it bounces almost, and it looks like Mount Dora player was thinking it was going to go outside. By that time, the gunner for Foundation Academy was almost there to take it and run it into the end zone. But a heads-up play there by Noel Goosler, and Noel smartly picks it up and tries to get what he can out of it, which is not much. Foundation Academy all over him. Nick Ott, a very well-placed kick there. A little backspin on that. I wish I could do that with my golf ball, in my golf game. I could make it stop like that on the greens. Ryder Cup going on right now also for you golf fans out there, the U.S. and the Euros. Good luck to all those guys out there on that U.S. team. Austin Warren is not in the game, so they're checking him out, and that is a give out to the right side, and that's going to be Noel Goosler. Noel with the carry. Now Austin Warren coming back in at that quarterback position. Dustin Walmsley was lined up there this last play. Austin Warren now lined out at the outside. That's going to do it for the first quarter. One play, resulting in 5 yards there for Mount Dora Bible, as we're going to switch the fields up. Head over to the second quarter. Coach Brad Lord's Foundation Academy Lions here at Homecoming Walker Stadium lead the Mount Dora Bible Bulldogs 14-0. Play on Sports is on Facebook and Twitter, giving you news and information and links to great highlights. You can follow us on Play on Sports on both Facebook and Twitter. You can also access thousands of live and on-demand games at YouTube, youtube.com/PlayOnNetwork. Keep up with all the high school action every week from your destination for high school sports, PlayOnSports.com. I also want to remind everybody to stay tuned for the PlayOnSports.com postgame show. We'll be selecting our player of the game, as well as wrap up all the action from this ballgame. That's coming up following the game on your destination for high school sports, PlayOnSports.com. A busy press box tonight. We've got a lot of headsets in here. A lot of play-by-play color. We've got the scoreboard. I met a lot of good people over here at Walker Stadium from both sides of the football, from Foundation Academy as well as Mount Dora Bible. Very hospitable here, getting us all set up in this sixth game of the season for Foundation. For Mount Dora, sixth game of the season for Mount Dora Bible. This fifth game of the season for. Well, you think I would sip in some of the Johnny Walker before the game, but I haven't. It says all G2 here. And on the snap, takes a direct snap there. Austin Warren looks like he's trying to get something up the middle. Not much there. Going to bring up a third down situation. No gain on that, so 3rd and 5. Here early on in the second quarter. Tell you, a guy that we should be seeing on the offensive side of the football for Mount Dora Bible, Devin Simmons. Big kid. 6'2", 190. Austin Warren now lining up at the wide receiver position. Dustin Walmsley now at quarterback. So now we see Austin Warren at wide receiver. Dustin Walmsley in the shotgun. Drops back, and he's going to look for Warren. And that one almost picked off by Jordan Nix. A great play there, one-handed, making that the safety coming over. And I think that if Kevin Mickle isn't there coming over, I think he caught a little bit of Jordan Nix's eye there and maybe broke the concentration, because that one looked like it was going to be a great one-handed pick until Jordan Nix saw a safety running at him and said, no, I'm on your team. Don't lower that shoulder, Kevin. So that's going to bring up a 4th and 5. Not much on that series for Mount Dora Bible. So it's 4th and 5 at the 30-yard line, and they are lined up as well to go for it. You never know if they're going to go for it or punt it. It's always a short, quick kick, and he does get it off. And Jordan Nix is back to pick that up and probably should have, because it gets a great roll there for the Bulldogs. And downing the ball there for Mount Dora Bible is Chad Simmons. So that's where Foundation Academy is going to start. It's going to be 1st and 10. And the ball is going to be at the 21, 22-yard line. So we'll see what Foundation Academy comes back with here. Alec Thompson on a roll. Darius Irving, 2 touchdowns in this ball game already. So no Darshawn Ford, no Hibbert, no Williams. No problem, says Coach Brad Lord. And there's a snap, and it's a give, finding a quick hole there in the middle, and that's going to be Jordan Nix picking up about 5 yards. We'll call it 2nd and 5 from the 27-yard line. Next on the schedule for Foundation and Coach Lord, Agape Christian Academy, always a great football program over there. Doesn't get much easier. Landmark Christian followed by that. Santa Fe Catholic. Big game, district game. Then we get back into district schedule with Victory Christian Academy as well. Victory coming off that big win last week against Mount Dora Bible. Jordan Nix running hard, carrying some Bulldogs with him. Like to see that out of Jordan Nix. Play a little cornerback. He's an athlete. He's a senior. He's 5'8", 165.
Foundation Academy is pleased to announce that our varsity boys basketball team.
And Nix gets a breather now. Checking back into the game is Darius Irvin. And that's going to be a timeout taken by Mount Dora Bible. First timeout of the game there for Mount Dora. First charge timeout for Mount Dora Bible. So if you're Foundation Academy, 1st down and 10. Got the ball on the 39-yard line. Coach Brad Lord's offense is moving. They've obviously shown that they can run the ball. Jordan Nix doing it. Darius Irvin doing it, getting in the end zone a couple of times already. Alec Thompson showing that he can do it with his arm, and he can do it with his legs. Now it's a matter of sticking with what's working. The offensive line doing a great job up there. Guys like Tyler Lawless, one of the captains of this team. Tyler, a senior, big guy, 6 foot, 190 pounds. Doing a great job out there at the left tackle position. Right next to him, Jacob Taylor, sophomore, 6'1", 230, big guy. Showing up that left side of the offensive line. There's Thompson with a quick pitch to Darius Irving. Darius Irvin gets out, and it's going to be a gain of 9 more. So we're looking at a 2nd and 1, maybe a 2nd and 2. I had the pleasure of welcoming back the Stripes tonight, the referees. I say that jokingly, welcoming them back from the NFL, their days up there. The game checks are a little different back here in the high school level. But I had a good little conversation with these guys, the FHSAA referees doing a great job as they do week in and week out. Thompson in the shotgun, and it's going to be a handoff. And, boy, he's got a head full of steam, and that's going to be Jordan Nix running hard, running fast, and picking up a big gain there. Looks like it's going to be about 12, 13 yards, and that's going to result in another first down for Foundation Academy. So it looks like right now they're running downhill. And I promise you, people, this field is level. Jordan Nix staying into the game. This backfield combo. You've got Mickle back there. You've got Irvin back there. You've got Jordan Nix back there. You've got Alec Thompson back there. I mean, pick your poison. Good problem to have over there for Coach Brad Lord. Reminds me of Coach Danny Barrett over at UCF has a pretty good problem right now. If you want, pretty good situation, we'll call it, and in coaching duties with the three-headed monster he's got there in Latavius Murray, Bryn Harvey, Storm Johnson, the transfer from Miami. UCF with a big game tomorrow against Missouri. First time they'll host a SEC school over here in Bright House Network Stadium, just a couple of miles away on UCF's fine campus. It is homecoming tonight, so everyone is out in full force here supporting the Lions. Foundation Academy coming into the game, like I said, 3-1. Mount Dora Bible, led by Coach Stephen Cochran, 4-1. And looking to find some sort of rhythm on offense, because they haven't done it yet. That rhythm has stayed with the Foundation Academy. And those guys you're looking at right there. Number 3, Jordan Nix. Number 12, Alex Thompson. Number 33, Kevin Michael. A good backfield there. So here we go. 1st and 10. Ball on the 47. It's an inside give to Jordan Nix. And Jordan Nix just gets those legs turning and doesn't stop. I mean, he is moving, and he's moving hard. Chad Simmons, the safety, coming in and making that tackle, but not after another 13-yard gain. Check that, about an 8-yard gain, so it's going to be 2nd and 2. Shotgun formation once again for Alec Thompson. Got a little motion there. Denzel Irvin coming in and finding set. The inside set is going to go to Jordan Nix again. Jordan Nix, this is his series. First 2 was Darius Irvin. This time it's Jordan Nix. And right on cue. Darius Irvin in, Jordan Nix out. Denzel Irvin coming out as well. We're going to be looking at a 3rd and short situation, a 3rd and 1. Regardless, it's a 2. You're going to see 2 downs here by Coach Brad Lord. The way he's able to move the football right now as far as running, opening those gaps, hitting those holes hard. You got 2 right here. Peyton Guilford spread out left, lone receiver. As Thompson hands it off, and it's Darius Irvin. And Darius Irvin, boy, he is running, and he's running mean. He's a mean runner. That kid he puts his nose down, digs those legs in, the short, quick steps. Reminds me a lot of a Michael Turner a couple years ago. He takes those short, keeps those legs going, and just chews up that yardage. There's no 3 yards in a cloud of dust with Darius. It's 13 yards in a cloud of dust with that kid. Love his style. Love the way he's running so far. Foundation Academy, 1st down and 10. And Thompson's going to go to the air, and he's got a man, and it's going to sail just over his head. Intended for Kevin Mickle. Kevin just missed that one, as Alec Thompson had a little too much on it. Good mixture. Good mixture of run versus pass here. I like what Coach Lord's doing. Coach Cochran over there for the Mount Dora Bible Bulldogs said, if we're going to win this game, it's going to be because of our defense. And this defense, it's time for them to step up right here as Foundation Academy finds themselves just in the side of the red zone, 19-yard line. That's going to be a 1-yard gain there and going to bring up a 3rd down and 9. So this is a big 3rd down here. Big 3rd down for both teams right here. If you're Foundation Academy, another one on the scoreboard, and that's going to put you up 3 scores midway through. 6:54 in this 2nd quarter. Alec Thompson takes a snap, and he's going to go outside, and that's going to be looking for number 22, Denzel Irvin. Denzel Irvin, good route there, but great coverage by Mount Dora Bible. Noel Goosler once again on that coverage, really taking away anything to the inside, and the body position there. The body position there by Denzel Irvin. He really didn't give himself an opportunity to make that catch. So you can credit Noel with great position there, and really taking Noel out of that. Taking Irvin out of any opportunity there to make a big play resulting in a touchdown. So that's going to bring up a 4th and 9, a timeout taken by Foundation Academy. 6:43 left in this first half here at Walker Stadium, and the Foundation Academy Lions on homecoming lead 14-0 over the visiting Mount Dora Bible Bulldogs. PlayOnSports.com is not only your destination for Friday night football action, but it's also the place for the most comprehensive coverage of high school playoff and championship events in all sports from across the country. PlayOnSports.com. High school sports lives here. Pulling double duty tonight, I'm Tony Comas, here for Play on Sports. Usually joining me is Kyle Israel, former quarterback at UCF. Kyle feeling under the weather this evening. I got to give him credit. He made the effort. He came out here, and he just had to be sent home because Kyle did not look good, and we don't want this is a pretty close quarters here. We want to make sure that everybody's staying healthy. Don't need a SARS scare. Just kidding. Come on. So here we go. 4th and 9. Coach Cochran said if it's going to be one, it's going to be one on defense for Mount Dora Bible. And Thompson finds a wall wide open on the seam route there was Jordan Nix, and Jordan Nix could not come down with it. A great throw by Alec Thompson, really laying it in there for Nix. And I don't know if Nix just lost some concentration or maybe some lights got there, but you couldn't have thrown the ball better. It happens. Jordan Nix it's not going to be the last time Alec throws him a football, so he's going to have more opportunities. So that's going to result in a turnover on downs. Something Mount Dora Bible, the Bulldogs really needed right there. Big guy on the offensive line over there for Mount Dora. The Bulldogs. Ryan Leary. Between he and Demetrius Child, those are big guys. So a quick timeout, breaking the action here. 6:37 left in second quarter as we approach halftime. Big stop there for the Bulldogs on defense as they really needed to make something happen, and the spark maybe needs to come from that defensive side of the football. Offensively, they seem to be struggling. They really haven't found a rhythm yet, but credit Foundation Academy and their defense for really stiffening up and making some big plays and not allowing Mount Dora Bible to get downfield. That all starts up front with that penetration, that the front four getting for Foundation Academy. So let's give some credit to that front four and see what kind of adjustments Coach Cochran's made for Mount Dora Bible. Dustin Wamsley, quarterback again, and it's going to be an inside handoff to the running back. Not much there at all as Noel Goosler. Noel Gusler loses a couple yards there, so that's going to bring up a 2nd and 16. The chains are moving in the wrong direction, folks, if you are a Mount Dora Bible Bulldog fan. And like we said, the penetration there by the defensive line. Brad Vassallo there was solid. Solid by Vassallo. Shotgun formation. Wamsley looking for the snap, and it is bobbled, and Wamsley creatively and very, I'll say reactively, is able to one-hand that fumbled snap at the 1-yard line, bring it into his body, but not before Austin Lyle gets in there and really lays a lick on him. So you've got a 3rd and forever now on the 1-yard line, and this is not good if you're Coach Stephen Cochran and if you're the Mount Dora Bible Bulldogs. Backing yourself up is now 3rd and 28. No safe play to do. I mean, other than line up under center and just try to give yourself some room to punt, although they don't need that much room to punt. They've been punting from 5 yards behind the line of scrimmage all night. So Mount Dora Bible And that's Austin Warren with a quick kick on third down. And you know what? I can't argue that call. You got a team that's not looking for it right there on a 3rd and 28. You're backed up against your own 1-yard line. So get it out of there. Your defense just held Foundation Academy in the red zone. So it was a good opportunity there, and I think a good play. The punt didn't result in the net yardage that they wanted. The ball at Foundation Academy for the second time tonight, maybe even third time tonight, is going to be beginning a series in the red zone. So they are in Mount Dora Bible territory, already in the red zone. And Thompson is keeping that. Alec Thompson out to the right, running hard and picking up. Looks like it's going to be about 6 yards. That's going to bring up a 2nd and 4.
So he'll have a gain of about 7, bring up 2nd and 3 for the Lions.
4:27 and counting in the second quarter here. Foundation Academy looking to capitalize on the quick kick there. Great job by the Foundation Academy defense. What started as a 1st and 10 from the 19 resulted in a 3rd and 28. And Alec Thompson takes a snap and hits. There it is. That's going to be a touchdown right there in his second. Well, I say his second touchdown pass of the night, but it's not. It's Peyton Guilford on. We will say that one is his first touchdown, although I've already called 2 for him. So great catch there by Peyton and a great throw by Alec Thompson on that. And that's going to put Foundation Academy up 20-0. Extra point pending. Looking to get it up 21-0. So why not? You start out in the 19, in the red zone of Mount Dora Bible. You run one to the right with Alec Thompson. Next play, let's go up top. And let's go to the big guy, number 81, Peyton Guilford. 6'2", 170 junior. Wide receiver. Nick Ott. A little movement there, actually, on the extra point attempt. Moves him a little bit closer. So Nick Ott looking to put up that extra point and get him up 21-0. The snap is in, and that punt's blocked. That is, and who else? Austin Warren. So you take something away from that. You held them to 6, not 7. 20-0. Right now, Foundation Academy. 4:02 left in this first half. It's been all Foundation Academy. The Lions taking advantage of and capitalizing on some great scoring opportunities. And short field position definitely favoring the Foundation Academy Lions. Haven't had to go further on a scoring drive than 35, 36 yards. And I tell you, when you get the short fields like that, that's when points can start rolling up on the board unless you've got a stiff defense. And I tell you, Coach Cochran's defense prior to that touchdown there to Guilford was able to hold, was able to stop. They stopped Foundation Academy in that red zone on a 4th down.
That would be Mark Goff. Paul Weber, happy birthday. We love you. Sam, Holly, and Jack.
Well,
Paul, wherever you are, happy birthday.
Talking about field position, Mount Dora Bible's going to need some good field position of their own, something they have not had yet. So a good run back here. Back to receive, Austin Warren. Mr. Everything, Austin Warren, back there with Christian Stone. And it's kicked, and it's going to be picked up by the up back who runs straight through, and that's Noel Gusler. Flag's coming down. Another procedure penalty, I'm assuming, maybe an offsides.
Looks like it's potentially a procedure penalty.
It is, and that's what it's going to be. It's a legal procedure. That's going to move them back 5 more.
Foundation back 5 and re-kick.
So we're going to re-kick this thing. Nick Ott setting it back up again. And, well, Nick, the ball fell over. You might want to You might want to go up there and try that again.
Have to replace it.
All right, let's get this thing going again. Nick Ott set to kick. Austin Warren back. This one's going to be fielded by, it is going to be Austin Warren, and he's going to pick this up at the 16-yard line, taking it straight upfield and breaking through the arm tackles. The kicker to beat, and he's got him beat, and it's going to be Austin Warren all the way down the sideline for a 70, what looks to be an 84-yard touchdown. Kickoff return for that touchdown. Number 9, Austin Warren.
So, on the kickoff return by the Bulldogs.
Well, that's going to put the Bulldogs on the scoreboard, 20-6. Austin Warren. So you think about the penalty there and the procedure penalty coming in and costing Foundation Academy 6 points. Penalties, penalties, penalties. Coach Brad Lord not happy about that one. You see him on the sideline there.
Foundation special teams and scoring.
So Austin Warren with a special teams touchdown there, running the kickoff back 80 yards. And now the extra point is going to be up, and it is good. 20-7. Chandler Larson puts the extra point up, and good. Austin Warren on the hold. And we find ourselves 13 seconds just off the clock on that one. And Mount Dora Bible, what they needed. They needed a touchdown, and they got it. Austin Warren style. 80 yards on the return for a touchdown. And I tell you, he was breaking through. It was arm tackles. Coach Brad Lord's going to look at that film, and he's going to see arm tackling. He's going to see guys trying to go high, and he's going to see guys, just throwing their arms out there and not squaring up, not going after, not going low and trying to trip him up. So that's something you'll see. I'm sure we'll hear Brad Lord talking about, or he'll be talking about with his team at halftime. You got to tackle, and you can't let plays like that happen.
While they're getting ready for the Bulldogs to kick off,
for a majority of this first half, Mount Dora has not been able to move the football.
Kelly Foods, Physicians Associates of Florida, Right Fit Productions.
But you know what? That's why I love this game of football, because at any point in time, right there, you see it. Kickoff. Foundation Academy goes in, makes it look easy, scores. And you know what? Mount Dora Bible says, hey, I can do that too. I'll do it special team style. Austin Warren with that touchdown. So a big momentum shifter there, and that's what you need, a team like Mount Dora Bible coming into getting close to this halftime. 3:45 left. It's 20-7. Foundation Academy leads the Mount Dora Bible Bulldogs. So Foundation Academy back on offense. Peyton Guilford the last time out with a touchdown. He's got 2 big catches on the night, one for a touchdown. Both of them 19-yard touchdown grab. And then a 35-yard reception that took them down to the 2-yard line. So Alec Thompson under center. And this is going to be a motion penalty, and I think it's going to be on Foundation Academy.
Looks like the Lions are backing up.
Yeah, no, they're calling offsides on. No, they're calling offsides on Mount Dora Bible. It looked like to me it was a motion penalty, and you even saw Peyton Guilford looking in like with that. No, I wasn't moving. Over to the referees, but offsides it is. So that's going to move it up 5 yards. First down and 5. Alec Thompson, quarterback. Shotgun formation. And Darius Irving coming off the field. I'm not sure if there's a helmet, some sort of, is it an injury, or maybe it's a wardrobe malfunction, we'll call it. Alec Thompson takes a snap. It's an inside give, and that one's going to go nowhere as the Mount Dora Bible defensive front comes through big, led by Davis Brown. So they stopped them there. Davis Brown and Ryan Leary coming in and really busting through that offensive line. and it's going to result in a loss, or a no gain, actually. So it's going to be a 2nd and 10 now. Alec Thompson, under center, takes the snap. He's going to be looking for Jordan Nix, who was open, but no, that's going to be intercepted. Noel Gutzler makes an amazing interception. What concentration. When it looked like Jordan Nix and Alec Thompson, Alec had put that one, looked like he put it right in front of the safety and right behind the corner trying to hit Jordan Nix. But Noel Gutzler comes out of nowhere and pulls that out of the air, making a great concentrated effort there and pulling the ball in and making sure he gets that 1 foot in bounds. So just like that, Mount Dora Bible with the football, down 20-7, 3:03 left in this first half. And they're thinking touchdown. Great field position here. We talked about that. They're starting off at their own 46, so about a half a field to go. Plenty of time on the clock. Dustin Wamsley, shotgun formation, and he's going to take that. And, oh, boy, that was a big 6. Second and 10 now, Wamsley, and we've got this is going to be another penalty, and it's going to be against Mount Dora Bible, as they had one too many. Well, hey, if it works, give it a try. It only hurts if they throw the yellow flag. I kid. Mount Dora Bible moving it back 5, 2nd and 15 now. Ball's going to be, we'll call it the 41-yard line. Dustin Wamsley, he's got Austin Warren split out to his right. Keep an eye on Austin. Wamsley takes a snap, shotgun formation, and it's going to be what was supposed to be a little wheel route there to Noel Gutzler. Ends up sailing over the head of Noel. Sailing over his head and falling incomplete. 3rd and 15 now. So not able to do much with the football right now except go backwards due to penalties are the Mount Dora Bible Bulldogs. Coach Stephen Cochran feeling like he's got a little momentum now. You don't want to let that deflate, and you don't want to let that go. You got to take advantage of putting some points up when you do get that short field. Wamsley, shotgun formation, takes a snap, and it's a quick out and up pattern, but it was dropped by DeAndre Williams. Check that. That was not DeAndre Williams. That was Devin Simmons. So Devin Simmons was the intended receiver there. We talked a little bit about him earlier. Devin Simmons, a big kid, on an out and up pattern there, and just wasn't able to hold on to it. So 4th and 15, 2:46 left in this first half. We'll see what Mount Dora Bible comes out and does here. Steve Cochran, does he have a 4th and 16 play? We'll see. Let's find out. Wamsley, shotgun formation. Now Wamsley out, and it's Austin Warren. And Wamsley was lined up at wide receiver. Why? Because Austin Warren is going to punt. And Austin Warren nets a 7-yard punt. So that does not work out for Coach Cochran. Understand what he's trying to do there. But Austin Warren not able to capitalize there. And as far as pinning Foundation Academy back inside their own 40, it's going to end up being a 1st and 10 right at midfield for Foundation. Plenty of time left on the clock. It's 20-7, 2:34 left in this first half. So Brad Lord and his Lions looking to see if they can put some more points up on the board. It's going to be a quick inside pitch to Jordan Nix. Alec Thompson, the handoff there. We'll call it a gain of 1. We got a couple players down for the Bulldogs. Not good news. The already short-handed Bulldogs with 2 guys down on this play. Davis Brown number 54, and Daniel Johnson, number 15, are the guys that are on the ground right now.
Okay. Injury on the field.
So we do have an injury.
Timeout while trainers take a look and see what's going on. Looks like he's going to be able to get up. It's number.
I want to remind everybody, you are listening to PlayOnSports.com, our broadcast. Every Friday night we broadcast over 100 Friday night football games across the U.S. I'm Tony Comas, play-by-play tonight. Mr. Israel, Kyle Israel, if you're listening out there, I hope you're feeling better, man. You're my go-to guy, my analysis guy. And those are hard shoes to fill, man. So both players are up. Both players are making their way over to the sideline, so that's good news. Good round of applause here from the fans as both teams back up. But that's, if any team has been hit by the injury bug, it's been Mount Dora Bible. Coach Cochran, that was the first thing out of his mouth when we spoke prior to the game starting is, Tony, the injury bug's got us. We've been hit pretty hard. Luckily, we've got some kids that can play both ways, that are willing to learn, to adapt, play positions they haven't played before, and do it successfully. And they've had to do that all season, starting from the first game. So there's a flag on the play. We'll wait for the signal. It's going to be against Mount Dora Bible. And Mount Dora said, you know what? We already got penalized for 12, so let's try 13 on the field.
They still have 12.
No, I got 11, and now they do have 11, so that moves them 5 yards in. Oh, a big sack there for Mount Dora Bible, and that is going to be the first of the game for Rodney Leary. Rodney Leary comes flying through there and wanted to introduce himself to Mr. Alec Thompson, saying, remember me, I'm still here. You're not going to have all day to throw that football. So a great play by Rodney Leary, busting through that offensive line and getting the sack. So that's going to be a loss of 6, bringing up a 3rd and 11. Alec Thompson with a little inside screen there to Jordan Nix, and Jordan Nix gets all that back plus the 5 he needed, and that's going to be a first down for Foundation Academy. Boy, I tell you, Jordan Nix, he can just move, and he's hard to find. He gets down, he's close to the ground, moving left, moving right. You don't know where he's going to line up. Sometimes he's in the backfield, now he's in the slot. I don't think he knows where he's going to line up. Alec Thompson in the shotgun formation. He's got Darius Irving in the backfield with him. Irvin picking up the blitz, and Alec Thompson puts it out over the middle in a play that, wow, Noel Gussler was so close right there to picking up his second interception of the game as Alex Thompson throws that into double coverage. The corner coming there, and also the safety for Chad Simmons coming in and almost making a play there. 1:18 left, 2nd down and 10 for Foundation Academy. They've got a 4 wide receiver set, 3 split to the left, 1 to the right for Alec Thompson. And actually, that's not going to be, Alec Thompson, and Darius Irving in the backfield. Darius Irving to Alec's left. Thompson, the junior, taking the snap. More whistles, and it's a delay of game on Foundation Academy. So that's going to be a 2nd and 15 now as they move them back 5 yards. 2nd and 15 from the Mount Dora Bible 45-yard line. 1:18 left. Alec Thompson in the shotgun, again to his left, Darius Irving. The 3 wide receivers fled. That's got to be a motion penalty right there on 33, a false start, but they didn't call it. Alec Thompson sitting in the pocket, and he finds Peyton Guilford. Here's where I would talk to Kyle and say, Kyle, I seriously think that was a I don't know how the Stripes didn't see that motion penalty right there, a false start on number 33 Mickle, but they didn't. And Alec Thompson's going to take this one himself up the middle. Designed run, finding that gap, picking up a couple of yards there, and more importantly, picking up a first down. So we've got 50 seconds left in this first half. It's first down and 10. The clock running. Alec Thompson in the shotgun. Got Irvin to his left. Irvin staying in the block. Alec Thompson rolling out right. He's got plenty of time, and he's got Guilford wide open in the end zone, and Guilford drops it. Wow. The pass was a little bit short, but it looked like Peyton was going to be able to make that catch, which would have resulted in his second touchdown of the game and third big reception of the game. So just a little bit underthrown there. Peyton trying to stop, put the brakes on, come back and get that football, but unable to. A good try, a good effort there by both Alec Thompson and Peyton Guilford. Boy, I saw him coming across the field on that play, and I wouldn't be surprised if you see that same play again right here. You've got Guilford, you've got Nix, and you've got Mickle all outside there running trips on that left side. Thompson with plenty of room to run as well, and he's going to, and he takes it down the line. What a great move there, sidestepping the guy he was just introduced to, Rodney Leary. So that's going to be a first down inside the red zone. We've got 28 seconds left. On a good run there by Alec Thompson, taking it around. It was not a designed run, but the routes run by Mickle, the routes run by Jordan Nix and Guilford out there took the safeties out. The corner, Noel Gussler, went out with them as well, leaving the entire left side of the sideline wide open. The only guy over there that could have made the play was Rodney Leary, and Rodney Leary, he had just introduced himself a couple plays ago to Alec Thompson, and this time Alec Thompson said, "Excuse me," and made a little sidestep to the left and was able to pick up about another 15 yards. So Foundation Academy, a great opportunity here to score. They're on the 10-yard line. Going to be a first and goal, 28.2 seconds left here. They lead by 13 points over the visiting Mount Dora Bible Bulldogs. We'll see what Coach Brad Lord has in his playbook here. No doubt about it that he's got whatever the play is, somehow number 12's involved. Alec Thompson doing a great job tonight so far, managing this offense. The only mistake is, and you really can't call it a mistake, it was a pretty good pass, but an even better interception by Noel Gussler. So Alec Thompson under center, and it's going to be a quick pitch, and he puts that one on the ground. Jordan Nix, it looked like they were trying to run a double reverse there with Thompson, Nix, and Irvin. But Nix could not keep his hands on it, and that's going to stop the clock. 21.2, a timeout call by Foundation Academy. And 2nd and 10. I'm sorry, a 2nd and 20. As they play a little Cotton Eye Joe over the loudspeaker. Been a while since I've heard this one. Gotta love the stadium PA, the stadium music. Get some Cotton Eye Joe in there. Maybe some Macarena. You won't catch me doing that, though. (20-7), 21.2 seconds left here. Foundation Academy looking to try to go up 3 scores. Kind of nursing that 13-point lead here. The 3 scoring drives for Foundation Academy, all resulting on short fields. Turnovers by Mount Dora Bible, giving that short field to Foundation. Alec Thompson, shotgun formation. He's got 3 wide receivers split right, and he's got going down to the right sideline, puts it up for grabs, and it's going to be incomplete in the end zone. Coverage there by Mount Dora Bible's Nick Johnson. Good coverage there by Nick Johnson, making sure that the only person that can come down with that football is himself. The pass was intended for Kevin Mickle.
We appreciate your support, folks, and all the cars that you give us to let us use for homecoming.
So it's going to be 3rd and 20 now. 14.4 seconds left. I think we got time for 2 plays. Thompson takes a snap, shotgun, and he's going to go for Peyton Guilford, and that is going to be incomplete. Good coverage there by Noel Gusley.
Good coverage on the play by the Bulldogs.
Noel Gusler with the coverage there. Had that inside position, not letting Peyton get inside, get over top of him, and taking him completely out of the play. So Alec Thompson, the only way that results in a touchdown is if Alec gets a little bit more, throws that to that back shoulder. So we've got a 4th and 20, big defensive play right now for Mount Dora Bible. If they can come away with a stance here and 0 points on the board, that's a win right there for Coach Stephen Cochran. Thompson takes the ball, and he's in the shotgun, and he's rolling around. Great defensive coverage, and he's going to just throw it up into the end zone, and that's going to be batted down, falling incomplete. So we have reached the half with your score, Mount Dora Bible 7 and the Foundation Academy Lions 20. It is homecoming here at Walker Stadium in Winter Garden, Florida, where homecoming ceremony is now coming up for the Foundation Academy Lions. A good first half there, well played first half. The defense really picking up the effort and really keeping Mount Dora Bible in this ball game. Coach Cochran said it. Hey, if we're going to win this game tonight, it's going to be with our defense, and the defense has defense and special teams. Well, that's what's been the story for Mount Dora Bible right now. I'm Tony Comas with Play on Sports. PlayOnSports.com, your home for high school football all across the U.S. Follow them on Twitter at Play on Sports. Go to the Facebook page, facebook.com/PlayOnSports. YouTube, as always, where you guys can go and check out the Play on Sports channel for your favorite high school football action here. We're broadcasting tonight from beautiful Winter Garden, downtown Winter Garden, Florida, as we have hit halftime. We're going to take a little break, and we will be back with a halftime report and then the second half of Foundation Academy Lions versus the Mount Dora Bible Bulldogs.
I've never been up here and have somebody else doing commentary at the same time. And the bad part is you've got a better player list than I do.
And I had to get this. Did you get a roster from Mount Dora?
I got one that's in the program is all.
Oh, yeah. I mean, well, I'm playing off you because I'm hearing you doing something. You're helping me, and I hope I'm helping you. Because I do this with a color guy. Now, he's sick. He had to go. We didn't have another headset. So I'm like, geez, man, this is a lot of time to fill.
It's all right. I've copied some of yours, too. You got players. I'm like, okay, how do you know who that was? I can't see that one.
I hope this is turned on.
Let's hear it for Foundation Academy varsity cheerleaders. We will be getting our homecoming festivities here shortly, and want to congratulate all those involved in homecoming in the court, and it will be an exciting halftime presentation as we are set to begin. Welcome to Foundation Academy's 2012 homecoming. At this time, we would like to start the presentation of our homecoming court as they proceed in front of the grandstands. Okay, our first car is coming up. And in our first car this evening, our 9th grade representatives, Miss Maddie Strong and Mr. David Orlando. Our 9th grade representatives.
He's got the guy waiting. I've got to do this. I don't want to. I've got to.
Next, approaching the grandstands, we have our 10th grade representatives, Miss Brooke DeGrade and Mr. Evan Swatkowski. Let's hear it for our 10th grade representatives. Approaching the grandstands, our 11th grade representatives, Miss Carolyn Elizabeth Conover and Mr. Nick Bird. Let's hear it for our 11th grade representatives. As the next car approaches, we begin the start of our senior class representatives. First, we have Miss Sarah Fabry and Mr. Jake Gick. Let's hear it for the first of our 12th grade representatives.
I got quite a few.
See, we got you some water. We got you some water.
Our next senior representatives.
Welcome to the PlayOnSports.com halftime show, coming to you from Walker Stadium in Winter Garden, Florida. I am Tony Comas. Our halftime score is the Foundation Academy Lions 20, Mount Dora Bible Bulldogs 7. The halftime story so far of the game is turnovers. Turnovers and short fields is what has given Foundation Academy the 20 points that they have. Alec Thompson, the quarterback, doing a good job moving the football. Alec has one touchdown pass.
He just told me to reset third quarter, so we're getting ready. Just going to give him a little bit of warm-up.
Darius Irving, running back. Big guy, number 34. The sophomore, 6'1", 185. Doing a good job handling the football as well. He's got himself 2 touchdowns in the first half so far. So the scoring for Foundation Academy comes on 2 runs by Darius Irving and a touchdown pass. Alec Thompson hitting Peyton Guilford in the left corner of the end zone for what resulted in a touchdown but a missed extra point, a blocked extra point, I should say, for Mount Dora. Mount Dora Bible scoring coming off of the ensuing kickoff of that Thompson to Guilford touchdown pass when Austin Warren, Mr. Everything, number 9 for Mount Dora Bible, takes it 80 yards to the house, running through a whole lot of arm tackles being made there by the Foundation Academy Lions. The Lions in blue today, Mount Dora in those white away uniforms. Coach Stephen Cochran has his guys still in it. Good defensive stand there at the end of the first half by Mount Dora Bible has kept them in the ball game. Foundation Academy is going to open up and receive the football here in the second half. Foundation
We're getting ready to kick off the third quarter with Foundation
going to be going
Lions leading 20-7 over Mount Dora Bible Bulldogs.
from right to left.
Again, I'd like to mention that we're thrilled that tonight's homecoming
Jordan
game
Nix
Mount Dora is being live streamed at
is receiving, back to receive alongside Kevin Mickle.
FHSAA.com.
Darius Irvin back there as well, Peyton Guilford. Boy, a lot of talent on this Foundation Academy football team. And they're missing some guys. They're missing a lot of guys. Both teams hit by the injury bug. Foundation Academy, no Darshawn Ford, no Hibbert, no Williams. So they're playing short. They're playing shorthanded as well as Coach Cochran's team over there. Coach Cochran has his kids believing they can win this, and win it with defense is what they're going to do. I want to congratulate. It is homecoming here, Walker Stadium. The homecoming king and queen just announced. Congratulations to Tal Minks, homecoming king, 2012 for Foundation Academy, and the homecoming queen, Maria Volandia. So congratulations to both Tal and Maria, homecoming king and queen here for Foundation Academy, 2012. We're getting ready to kick off this second half. And here we go. We are underway. And this ball is going to be, I think Mount Dora Bible may have this football. I think Noel Gussler may have picked it up, but no, it's actually Foundation's Darius Irvin was able to pick that up. It was a short kick, a pooch kick, landing at about the 35-yard line and rolling down to the 25. And I tell you what, Nick Gussler was down there quick, and I honestly thought he came up with that football, but it was Darius Irvin who did in that pile down there, and a missed opportunity there. And we've seen that twice tonight so far for Foundation and Mount Dora Bible. It's an inside handoff from Thompson, and that's going to go to Darius Irvin. Irvin on the carry, picking up about 2 yards. And that's going to bring up a 2nd and 7 now for Coach Lord's guys. Coach Brad Lord, local guy, UCF graduate, been coaching for a couple years here at Foundation Academy, and that's a handoff right up the middle, and he's going to pick up those much-needed 7+1 for a gain of 8 yards. So that's going to move the chains, and that's going to bring up a first down and 10 from the 36-yard line. Foundation Academy, Alec Thompson. Thompson and the gang picking up where they left off. Peyton Guilford split out left. And that's going to be a motion penalty. It looks. Haven't seen the signal yet. They're walking it off. It looks like it's going to end up being encroachment. Boy, I tell you, these guys are moving in a split second apart from each other. From my vantage point, I pick up these receivers, these outside receivers quickly, and they seem to be getting a little bit of a jump, but it's all starting with the interior lineman. Thompson takes a snap in the shotgun, and it's a handoff to Darius Irvin, and Irvin bounces it out to the outside, picking up about, we'll call it a gain of 2. Going to bring up a 2nd and 4, 2nd and 3.
Coach, you know, this thing is locked up on me.
They've got a second down because of the penalty in the short course. And ball is up almost to the...
So it's going to be a 2nd, and we'll call it 3 here for Foundation Academy. Alec Thompson. And it looks like we've got a stoppage of play here for the scoreboard. Time being kept on the field as well. The clock is showing 11:15 right now.
They wanted me to relay that message to you.
So there are some technical difficulties here with the scoreboard, but they'll get that up and running. The guys right here next to me working diligently.
I don't know.
Ralph King, the scoreboard operator. It looked like they're going to get that going, but back here the game is going to be underway. So once they get the scoreboard back up, I'll be able to let you know where we are time-wise. Right now, it's showing 11:15. Time going to be kept on the field. Alec Thompson, shotgun. Mickle in motion. It's a fake handoff to Mickle, and it's given to Nix. And Nix is taking it deep into that second level of the defense there, and he picks up about 20. We'll call it a 17, 18-yard gain there. Moving the chains for Foundation Academy. Jordan Nix picking up where he left off in that first half, running downhill. Jordan Nix, senior, 5'8", 165. It's an inside give, and Nix comes the lead blocker. Alex Thompson following him behind him on a designed run. Alec Thompson with a nice pickup there on first down.
And so it'll be 2nd and 5 after the run by Alex Thompson for the line. Down to the
so it's a gain of about 6.
34-yard line as it's 2nd down.
Going to be 2nd and 5. We'll call it a gain of 5. 2nd and 5 for Foundation Academy. Thompson, quick give inside to Nix, and Nix running, finding a hole, running hard, right up the middle, picking up about 16 yards.
Again, down at the 20-yard line for the Lions. We've called that several times.
So another downhill run by Nix, and he's coming off the field for a quick breather. Brad Lord opting to go with the run, similarly starting the second half like he did the first half there. Relying on the legs and not the arm of Alec Thompson. Thompson, shotgun behind him. Darius Irvin, it's another inside gig, bouncing to the outside is Irvin, and not much there at all. And the tackle is going to be made by Ian Watson. Big number 50 coming up and meeting Irvin and not letting him get anywhere. So we're going to call that a loss of 2. Bringing up a 2nd and 12 for Foundation.
2nd down and 12 for the Lions.
He said don't worry about it.
Ball on the 22-yard line. 2nd and 12. Thompson in the shotgun pistol formation, and it's a fake to the inside give. No, he did give it to Irvin, and Irvin's able to take that up down to near the 10-yard line. We'll call it down to the 11-yard line. And another player down for Mount Dora Bible. Trainer comes out on the field. As soon as I can see who that is, I'll be sure to update you guys. Right now there is a player. Looks like it's one of the defensive linemen for Mount Dora Bible. Maybe Rodney Leary. I'm not 100% sure right now. We'll keep an eye out on that.
What happened. I was just sitting in the yards to go, and all of a sudden I got this, do you want a reset code, blah, blah, blah. Okay, well, doing pretty good up to now. I ran one game last week and did good.
You are watching PlayOnSports.com presentation of Friday Night Football live from Walker Stadium. I'm Tony Comas, doing some play-by-play tonight. I'll sprinkle in a little color as well. We've got a 20-7 lead right now, Foundation Academy, and they're looking to add to that. Right now threatening just outside the 10-yard line of Mount Dora Bible. A great stadium, great venue out here, Walker Stadium. Right here in downtown Winter Garden, Florida. Beautiful night here, homecoming for the Foundation Academy Lions. Coach Lord has his team 3-1 on the season, 1-1 in district play, looking to improve to 4-1 and 2-1 in this tough 2A District 4. You got teams, you got Lake Mary Prep, 4-0 overall, 2-0 right now. Sam's and Ray Lewis the third for Lake Mary Prep. Quite the 1-2 punch there at running back. Foundation Academy got a little taste of that a couple weeks back in a 27-0 loss to Lake Mary. Again, Foundation playing shorthanded, a lot of injuries, and that's Thompson with a short handoff to Darius Irvin, and Irvin's going to get down to about the 2-yard line. So it is going to be a first down and goal from the 3. No huddle offense here run by Alec Thompson. He's got Irvin to his right. Guilford split out left. Nix in motion, and it's going to be an inside give to Irvin, and Irvin looks like he crossed the line, and he does. That's 6 on the board for Darius Irvin, making it 26-7 now, extending that lead for Foundation Academy. And Foundation Academy comes out on their first possession of the second half, runs, and runs the ball into the end zone. A lot of Alex Thompson there, a lot of Darius Irvin, and sprinkle in a little Jordan Nix. The result, touchdown Foundation Academy. Yeah, Jordan Nix running the ball really well. I just actually got some information here from the staff up here in the press box. He's a transfer from West Orange, right across the street pretty much. And Thompson, they're setting up. They're going for 2, and the pass ends up going out to the left, and it ends up incomplete. The intended receiver, Jordan Nix, but there is a flag on the play. Could be some illegal contact there on the defensive back, Austin Warren. So it that looks like what the call is going to be. Not sure if that was called on Noel Gussler, but it is pass interference. So they're going to have another crack at this. Alec Thompson and his Foundation Academy Lions lined up for 2. As they're trying to get a player off the field there, and then they just had to call the timeout. You don't want to get called for the 12 on the field and try to make this attempt from the 6-yard line. So a good timeout there. Well, actually, they did call the penalty, so it is going to move them back. A substitution penalty on Foundation. As they tried to hustle and get that 12th man off the field, couldn't just do it. No 4.3 speed in those legs. Maybe a 5.3. But hey, he's a lineman. We'll give him that. Lineman, tight end. Foundation Academy up 26-7 now. The extra point pending. They are lining up. We'll see what they do here. If they're going to continue going for 2, or if they're going to kick that extra point and be happy with a 20-point lead. 7:23 left here in the second half. I'm sorry, 7:23 in the third quarter, so we're midway through the third quarter. Scoreboard is fine. Back up and working. Good job there by the guys up here in this press box. And so Alec Thompson, check that, Alex Thompson, single back. Does have a running back to his right side as well. That's Justin Minnick, tight end lining up there. Darius Irvin line up behind behind Alec Thompson. Personnel coming in, personnel coming out. So here we go, finally. Let's see if we can get this 2-point conversion try. Alec Thompson with a pass, and he's trying to hit the tight end there in the back of the end zone, and it's just got a little bit too much of air underneath that one, and the tight end couldn't pull it in. So the target there at the back of the end zone ran out of some real estate, a good effort, and the score is going to remain Foundation Academy Lions 26, the Mount Dora Bible Bulldogs 7. It's Coach Stephen Cochran's turn.
Homecoming here at Foundation Academy tonight.
To see if they can get some points put up on this board. Only points so far this ball game for Mount Dora Bible have come on a kickoff return by Austin Warren. Warren 80 yards on that kickoff return, putting them on the board. But Mount Dora Bible finding themselves trailing now by 19. If they can put something together here, get in the end zone, cut this deficit to 12, potentially 11. That's the goal on this beautiful homecoming evening here in Winter Garden, Florida. Got the softball fields behind us. We got the baseball fields behind us. We got the Little League fields over here. They got batting cages, concession stands. A great crowd here tonight. Mount Dora bringing a nice-sized crowd of themselves.
Don't forget to visit our concession stand.
As you see them over there, filling those visitor side bleachers up, the sideline as well. A good crowd out here. And the kick by Ott is going to be a short kick, and it's going to be fielded at the 30-yard line. And this is going to be taken nowhere. Looked like he was trying to take it around the side. Reverse. With here. Saw a little bit of Austin Warren at quarterback. We've seen more Dustin Wamsley at quarterback. And that's who we are going to see starting out this second half. Next to him, Christian Stone. Boy, I tell you, we've got players coming on and coming off this field. Personnel issues on both sides of the benches. Wamsley out of the shotgun, rolling, trying to roll out to his right, and just doesn't have any room because Foundation Academy was in there, led by Kevin Sullivan, Sully as they call him, coming in and making the play for the sack. It's going to be a loss of about 7 yards, 8 yards. So we're looking at a 2nd and 17 now. We'll call it 2nd and 18 for Mount Dora Bible. Chains are moving in the wrong direction for Coach Cochran. Let's see. Dustin Wamsley, number 6, doing all he can back there, quarterback, shotgun formation. Got some motion there. Wamsley throws it out, and he's got a little bubble screen set up, and the receiver's got some room out there. That's Austin Warren, and he picks up, looks like he's going to get about 7 of those 8 yards that they just lost back. So we're going to be looking at a 3rd and long once again for Mount Dora Bible.
7 yards.
So we're going to call it 3rd and 11 here.
3rd down and 12 for the Bulldogs as we're
3rd and long has been the story of the night for the Mount Dora Bible offense. Just haven't been able to pick up the positive yardage on 1st down and 2nd down. Bringing up some manageable 2nd and 3, 2nd and 4, or 3rd and 2, 3rd and 3, manageable downs. Those manageable 2nd and 3rd downs, which result in 1st downs, and that's something that Mount Dora Bible has struggled with tonight. 6 minutes left here in the 3rd quarter. Mount Dora Bible in a long 3rd and 11 situation, trailing by 19, 26-7. Foundation Academy in this Class 2A battle here, Walker Stadium in Winter Garden, Florida. I'm Tony Comas, handling the play-by-play tonight. As I said before, doing a little bit of color as well. PlayOnSports.com is your home for Friday Night Football. Follow them on Twitter at PlayOnSports. You have a favorite high school? Check out PlayOnSports.com. You can look them up, see the broadcast schedule, see if they're on there. Over 100 broadcasts each week from California to Florida.
here we go.
But we're back. Wamsley in the shotgun. He's got Austin Warren split out to the right. Wamsley looking. Warren doesn't really do anything when he's coming off the line there. We might see a defensive pass interference penalty as there is some laundry on the field as Wamsley was looking deep and trying to hit Chad Simmons down that left sideline. I think this is going to be a defensive pass interference penalty as there was a lot of contact down there. And you know what? Those are some of the things you have to do. Take those chances because that's the result you could get. You're down 19 points. Coach Cochran no signal yet. I know it was an incomplete pass. Now they're picking up the flag.
It looks like it was going to be offensive pass interference on the Bulldogs. Foundation's decline.
And the flag is not picked up. It's actually going to be pass interference on Chad Simmons. And I tell you, from this viewpoint, I didn't see that, but I don't have stripes on, and it didn't happen 2 feet in front of me. So the penalty is declined by Coach Lord. And it's going to bring up a 4th and 11. Austin Warren taking the snap, which means it's going to be a quick punt. Back for Foundation Academy. Jordan Nix, the West Orange transfer. And it looks like we're going to have a encroachment penalty, which is going to be marked off 5 yards. So now we're looking at a 4th and 6. Does it change anything? I don't know. Because I don't know what Coach Cochran is going, what's going through his mind right now. I know he is right now on the sideline having a little chat with Chad Simmons. Chad found guilty a couple plays ago of an offensive pass interference penalty that was declined. He's going to be lining up split left. And now you've got Dustin Wamsley out split right. Austin Warren, a quarterback, barking out the signals. Foundation Academy, no one back. So they're thinking they're going to go for this. Another hard count, trying to see if they can maybe inch closer to that 1st down. Play clock ticking down. And here's the hard snap, and I think we're going to have a delay of game penalty. And it is. Delay a game there, so we find ourselves back to the 4th and 11 that we started with.
Foundation didn't jump. A lot of patience by that defensive front of Foundation, waiting to see the ball move.
Foundation not jumping, not Austin Warren barking those signals out, trying to get them to jump, trying to get that lineman to jump. And, you were just found guilty of it. If you do it twice, Coach is going to have some words for you when you get back there on the sideline. I guarantee that. So it doesn't work. Austin Warren back, anticipating the punt. Fumbled snap, and Austin Warren gets away from the initial tackle, rolling out to the right side, looking to see if he can pick up some extra yardage. And I believe he did get up that 1st down. So a great effort there by Austin Warren, able to make something out of nothing, a fumbled snap. And it looked like he was going to be caught behind the line of scrimmage by Darius Irvin, and Darius Irvin just couldn't hold on to him and couldn't wrap him up. So Mount Dora Bible and Austin Warren improvising and doing what they can, resulting in a first down. 5:33 left in this third quarter. Slow-moving ball game. A lot of penalties. A lot of first downs. Just over halfway through this third quarter. Mount Dora Bible with their first down. First down of the second half. Dustin Wamsley, shotgun. And another fumbled snap, and Wamsley's going to pick it up and fall forward, but that's going to result in a loss of about, we'll call it 4 yards.
4 yards on the play. Ball's going to be brought back inside.
So that's been the story so far of the second half.
Nose is right at the 40-yard line.
1st and 10 resulting in a 2nd and 14. 2nd and 14 resulting in a 3rd and 19. 3rd and 19 resulting in a 4th and 11. And then, hey, let's fumble the snap and let's pick up a first down on a punt. So Mount Dora doing some improvising here. Junior Devin Simmons in the slot. Wamsley quarterback. Warren split out left. It's going to be a wide receiver screen over the middle, and that's going to fall incomplete. Pass was intended for Christian Stone. Stone not able to hold on to that one. Wamsley put it a little bit behind him. Not sure how much he was going to be able to pick up after that, as Foundation Academy and the defense there, led by inside linebacker Austin Lyle and Kevin Sully Sullivan, the junior linebacker, 5'9", 185 pounds. Devin Simmons checks out of the game.
Who injured his leg. We wish Brian the best and hope he has a quick recovery. Great young man.
Keep in mind, a lot of injuries in this game, too. Austin Wamsley, the shotgun set, start, and he's going to look deep. It's intended for a wide receiver out there, Noel Goosler. And Noel had no shot at that. Wamsley threw it up there. The intent was on to hit Noel on that go route. But good coverage there by the safety in the corner. They pretty much had that bottled up. And could have resulted in a turnover there, an interception going through the hands of the defensive player for Foundation Academy. Timeout called now by Mount Dora Bible. Critical possession here. We're at another 4th and 13. They just haven't been able to capitalize as far as moving the chains. The 7 points on the scoreboard for Mount Dora Bible came from the legs of Austin Warren on that kickoff return for a touchdown. But the defense is keeping them in this football game. Defense playing well. Really the only sustained drive resulting in points for Foundation Academy was that first drive here of the second half, where they were able to take the ball 70-plus yards, resulting in that Darius Irvin touchdown run up the middle. And the extra point attempt that we thought would never happen. A 2-point conversion from the 2, then from the 1, then from the 6. And it is going to be punted away. It looks like it might have been partially blocked, but there is a flag down, and Austin Warren was drilled by a couple guys from Foundation. Quinlan Marshall looks like he's the one that got in there, as well as Austin Lyle, and this is going to be a roughing the kicker penalty.
So they'll mark off the penalty.
Actually, check that. Running into the kicker.
Running into the kicker is correct call on the play.
So that's going to be a 5-yard mark off. It's going to make it a 4th and 8. Now he's picking up the flag. Okay, so they're wait. Okay, so let me try to get my head wrapped around what just happened. I just saw what appeared to be Austin Lyle take out Austin Warren. Austin Warren, and not only him, a couple of other guys from Foundation Academy. Flag thrown. The punt didn't go very far. I mean, literally netted, I would say, 10, 11 yards, and rolled out of bounds at the 49. We had a call. The initial signal was running into the kicker. They moved the ball up 5 yards for a 4th and 8. Then the flag was picked up, and now we're looking at first down for Foundation Academy. So if you thought
we have a change in personnel, I believe, for Foundation.
That finish on Monday Night Football was interesting. This last call was pretty interesting. But a good job by the Stripes, working together, making sure they get the right call done, and that's what they did. They worked together and got the right call done. So kudos to them. First down, Foundation Academy, and it's going to be an inside handoff to Irvin, and Irvin is going to take that, moving the pile. Wow, and it's a pickup of 9 there as he picked up 9 yards and pushed down about 6 Mount Dora Bible defenders. Foundation Academy coming up with, it's going to be a short 2nd and 1 now. This is what they've been able to do, is pick up those yards, those 7 or 8 yards on first down, giving them some short and manageable 2nd and 3rd downs, resulting in first downs. It's another inside give, and that's going to be to Irvin again. Irvin running, pushing the pile, still going, picking up about 7 yards. Darius Irvin, number 34, big guy. Sophomore, only a sophomore, 6'1". As he's coming off the field now, 195 pounds. Well, he runs with a full head of steam. Not before he picked up that first down, though. So Irvin checks out. We've got a 4 wide receiver set, 3 split out to the left as Alec Thompson looking left, and it looks like it's probably a miscommunication there between himself and the wide receiver. It looks like Jordan Nix. Miscommunication, and I'm so used to saying Alec Thompson at quarterback. It's not Alec Thompson, number 12. It's actually number 13, David Atwood. So the sophomore checking into the game, a big kid, 6'3", 195 pounds, going to be getting some reps in here. Coach Lord decides to go to him, and he also decides to hand the ball off right up the middle to the inside handoff, and that's going to go to Kevin Sullivan. So Sully takes it upfield and resulting in about a 22-yard gain. Reaching that second level of defense is Kevin Sullivan. So if it's not Darius Irvin, if it's not Jordan Nix, if it's not Alec Thompson, it's Kevin Sullivan. Atwood now in the shotgun. Another inside handoff, and that's going to be Jordan Nix.
Jordan Nix on the handoff, number 3. A gain of...
And Nix picks up, looks like it's about 8 yards.
7 yards.
Check that, it's going to be a 6-yard gain, bringing up another 2nd and manageable, another 2nd and 4.
On the carry. It's going to be a 2nd down and about a long 3 for our first down.
1:52 left in this third quarter and ticking. The handoff is going to go to Kevin Sullivan, and Sullivan finds his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Puts 6 on the board for Foundation Academy. Kevin Sullivan, number 43, coming in and picking up the 6. That's going to put the scoreboard at 32-7, pending the extra point.
Foundation continuing to roll as the offense scores again.
So another short field, resulting in another touchdown for Foundation Academy. Nick Ott on for the extra point, trying to extend this to a 26-point lead. Here's a snap, good hold. Nick Ott with the kick, and he splits the uprights, and that's going to be good. That's going to make it 33-7. Foundation Academy Mount Dora Bible. You know, there's not much you can do there when you're giving the opponent short fields, and it's happened 4 times in this game. And 4 times, Foundation Academy, the Lions, coached by Brad Lord, have been able to capitalize. 33-7, homecoming night here at Foundation Academy for the Lions. Great halftime presentation. Had the Corvette Club of Orlando here and letting the young men and the young women on the homecoming court come out, line up on the field. Foundation Academy coming out for the kick. PlayOnSports.com, your home for Friday nights. Friday night high school football. Every Friday night here. PlayOnSports.com. Nick Ott doing the kicking duties, and he sends this one to the 25. Mount Dora Bible having a little bit of a problem picking that one up, but finally do. It's Devin Simmons, and Simmons running through some tackles, taking it back up the middle, right around midfield. And that's going to be where Mount Dora Bible starts. 1st and 10 from their own 49-yard line. So, good field position. Minute 36 left in this third quarter. You don't want to say it's over, but ladies and gentlemen, it's getting a lot more difficult, we'll say. Mount Dora Bible not able to get their offense rolling tonight at all. Foundation Academy, the defense doing a great job holding the kids from Mount Dora Bible in check. Austin Warren and Dustin Wamsley, Christian Stone, Devin Simmons. Not much going on the offensive side of the football. As Wamsley takes the snap, puts it out, rolling out to his right, and just kind of looked like he was trying to hit his intended receiver there, Nick Johnson, the freshman. And Johnson not able to come up with it, or should I say not able to come down with it, as Wamsley overthrew him there. Good pursuit there by the defensive lineman of Foundation Academy, doing it all night, really closing those gaps, not giving Mount Dora Bible much room to run, any room to run, we'll say. Wamsley shotgun, 3 wide receivers split to the left. Wamsley looks, he's rolling left, he's going to fire it out, and just out of the reach of Noel Gusler on a sprint out there. So that's going to fall incomplete, and it's going to make it 3rd down and 10 from midfield. Foundation Academy, so used to getting those 5-yard losses there, started lining up at the 45. Made their way back to midfield. 3rd and 10. Minute 22 left. This third quarter. Chad Simmons is going to be the split out right. Nick Johnson out left. Wamsley, shotgun. Gusler in motion. Wamsley back, and he's rolling out left. He's going to go to Simmons in the middle. Simmons unable to pull that one in. Wamsley throwing back against his body, trying to get, never got that right foot, never got that plant foot down. And you saw the result there, a little bit of a wobbly pass that Chad Simmons couldn't get back and pull in. So that's going to be 4th down and 10, a position that Mount Dora Bible has found themselves in much too often tonight. I don't see that. I mean, you have to go for it here. It's 4th and 10. You're down 26 points. Wamsley is in the shotgun. We don't see Warren in there. And actually, I have not seen Austin Warren in this whole series. But Wamsley can punt. And I tell you what, if they've had this all night on those fourth down plays, that would have been a big difference right there. And they do. That punt by Wamsley is going to take it all the way inside the 1 yard line. It's going to be a long field here for Foundation Academy. So if you're looking at positives tonight, you got one right there for Coach Cochran. Wamsley with a 49.5-yard net punt. Now, if Mount Dora Bible can do something on the defensive side here, you wonder if Atwood's going to come back out or if Coach is going to go with Alec Thompson. And it looks like he's sticking with the big guy, Atwood. They're going to be working out of their end zone. Atwood under center. It's going to be a quick inside pitch. He bounces it outside. And that's going to go. Oh, and a shoestring tackle made by Chad Simmons. Or is that Austin Warren? I think that was Chad Simmons as he literally untied Darius Irvin's shoe and took him down on a touchdown-saving tackle at the 20-yard line. Check that, the 15-yard line. So now they're out from the shadow of their own goalpost, and Irvin able to, a great spin move there and takes it out, picking up another 10-yard line. Picking up another 10 yards, and that's going to be a first down at the 25. So 2 plays ago, you were inside the 1. 2 plays later, now you're at the 25. Thank you, Darius Irvin.
With the offense still moving.
Atwood, probably the happiest guy on the field right now. Darius, you stay right here to my left and don't go anywhere except upfield. And it's another handoff. There it is to Darius Irvin. And Irvin, second level, the defense again takes it out in another 11 yards. Another first down for Foundation Academy.
Another first down for Foundation. Darius Irvin on the carry gets a 11-yard gain. And Foundation has another first down.
So the third quarter is going to be coming to an end here. On that play, Darius Irvin says, start me at the half-yard line, Coach. In 3 plays, I'll get you to the 36. That's going to be the end of the third quarter as we approach the fourth here. Homecoming, Walker Stadium, Foundation Academy. Lions lead 33-7 over the visiting Mount Dora Bible Bulldogs. I want to remind everybody, Play On Sports is on Facebook and Twitter, giving you news and information and links to great highlights. Follow us at Play On Sports on both Facebook and Twitter. You can also access thousands of live and on-demand games on YouTube at youtube.com/playon-network. Keep up with all high school action every week from your destination for high school sports, playonsports.com. Stay tuned for the playonsports.com postgame show. That's going to be coming up. Following the game, we're going to wrap up all the action from this one. Right here, your destination for high school sports, playonsports.com. I'm Tony Comas, live from Walker Stadium. We've got the famous T-shirt toss going on right now. See if she can get one up in the press box. I need a souvenir here from this homecoming game. The fans are going crazy. I love the T-shirt toss. Oh, I almost got that one there.
There he goes.
And here we go, one play into the fourth quarter, and that's going to be Kevin Sullivan taking it the distance, and Kevin Sullivan does it. Darius Irvin, you're tired. Kevin Sullivan, get in there and do it, and he does. Rambling off a 64-yard touchdown run by Kevin Sullivan, his second of the game.
Sullivan for another score for Foundation.
And this one now reads Foundation Academy 39, Mount Dora Bible 7. What a great run there by Kevin Sullivan. Sully, they like to call him here. Great vision, hitting that hole hard, making a little sidestep to the right. And it was goodbye from there as he shifted into that third and fourth gear. And Kevin Sullivan saw nothing but goalposts in front of him. 64-yard touchdown run by Kevin Sullivan. Extra point attempt is good by Nick Ott. Nick getting a lot of work tonight.
Now 40 points on the board.
Extending the lead to 33. Foundation Academy 40. Mount Dora Bible 7. Foundation Academy sideline pretty fired up after that run. Plenty of reasons to be. I'll give you 40 of them. The scoreboard reads 40-7. Just not Mount Dora Bible's night. And you can clearly see injuries have played into this tonight. For Coach Cochran and his team, these kids are throwing out everything, and they're leaving it on the field. A lot of effort there. But you can't. Austin Warren can't do it all, and neither can Wamsley and Simmons. Thompson. You know, they're missing some guys. They're missing Joseph Aline, Caleb Parrish, Christian Stone. Just haven't been able to run the ball. And that really affects that passing game if you can't establish that run and get those defensive guys like Sully when he's on the defensive side of the football, like Austin Lyle from pinning their ears back and really just coming at you. So Nick Ott with the kick. 11:46 left here in this fourth quarter in the game, and that's going to be fielded by Gusley, and Gusley's going to take it out to about the 27-yard line. So Mount Dora Bible, that's where they're going to start. Looking right now to, hey, let's get some reps in, let's execute, let's get some good plays going, and get some of these guys some experience who may not otherwise have seen the field. Coach Cochran getting these young kids who've been playing on both sides of the football. Now it's time to execute. Now it's time to, let's go through a little bit of our playbook here. Let's see if we can't make one or two good things happen. Let's start let's finish this one up. Let's wrap this one up in a good style. Let's put some points on the board because we got district. Mount Dora Bible 0-1 in district play, and we'll be moving on more than likely, barring a miracle, to 0-2. Foundation Academy looking to move to 2-1 in this extremely competitive 2A District 4.
Again, next week, Foundation Academy will be home again here at Walker Field. We'll be playing.
So Mount Dora Bible on first down picks up about 3 yards. It's going to be 2nd and 7 as the clock ticks down. Mount Dora Bible huddling. Austin Warren out to the left. You got Nick Johnson out to his right. Wamsley, Johnson in motion. I'm sorry, that's Simmons in motion. And Wamsley's going to take it. This is going to be a designed run. And he cuts it back up to the middle and picks up, looks like about, we'll call it 5 yards. Going to bring up a 3rd and manageable. So there's some positive things happening. 3rd and 3 now.
Ball's going to be at the 35.5-yard line. And first time for.
So let's see what Mount Dora Bible pulls out here on 3rd and short, a 3rd and 3. Wamsley calling his own number there. Chad Simmons split out to the right. Nick Johnson left. You've got Gussler in the slot. Wamsley takes a snap, and he needs 3 yards, and he's going to cut it back upfield, pick it up, and he breaks a tackle, an arm tackle from behind, and he's going to run into Jacob Murphy, who makes the tackle. but not after Wamsley's able to pick up a first down and move the chains to the 47-yard line. So a 1st and 10 for Mount Dora Bible, and that's what they've got to do right now. These last couple of possessions that they're going to get are possessions where let's move the chains, let's run some plays, let's see what works. We've got a lot of football left this season, and Mount Dora Bible coming into this game 4-1. Has a lot to play for. Boy, snap that football right now because we had an offsides there on Jacob Murphy, but he's able to make it back. Wamsley, shotgun. Gussler in motion. And that's who he's going to go to on the bubble screen. No, it is. It's Austin Warren who cuts it back out to the outside. A good move there and a pickup of 13 for Austin Warren. So Warren comes in, checks into the game, picks up 13. And just like that, Mount Dora Bible keeps those chains moving. 9:05 left here in this ball game. 40-7 is the lead. Your home team, Foundation Academy Lions, on this homecoming night here at Walker Stadium. We've got a shotgun as we have had all night. Wamsley dropping back. He's under pressure. He's got 4 guys. Well, it's a design play. They let him through, but unfortunately, the screen was there, the middle screen, but breaking through the what would be blockers is Austin Lyle, and he's able to make that play. It is a pickup of 4 on the play. So we're going to see a 2nd down and 6 here. Clock winding. 8:22 left here in the 4th quarter. If you're Brad Lord, you're pretty happy. The team's come out here. Defense has given up. Defense has pitched a shutout. And the only points came on special teams, a kick return by Austin Warren. So the Foundation Academy defense still having something to play for here. Hey, they put that egg up there on that scoreboard, take away that special teams touchdown. They pitched a defensive shutout here. So they've got something to play for here. And if you're Dustin Wamsley, you're playing for a touchdown. Let's get these guys in the end zone. Let's get my teammates jump on my back here and let's get it. As Wamsley takes a snap and picks up about 4, so it's going to leave a 3rd down and short, a 3rd and 2. Give me a long 2. Wamsley. As he breaks the huddle. Nick Johnson splitting out left. He's got 2 wide receivers to the right. Gussler, Warren. Wamsley, shotgun. It's going to be an inside pitch. Not much there at all. Inside handoff as it goes to number 4, Christian Stone, who comes up limping. Well, he comes up jumping up and down, really limping, and now he seems to have walked it off. So Christian Stone, okay. Maybe a little more frustrated that wasn't able to pick up that first down there. So now we've got a 4th and short, a fourth and a long 1.
A little over 6 minutes, 6.5 minutes here to go in the 4th quarter.
And we'll see what Coach Cochran's offense does here. I'm going to say Wamsley's going to call his own number here. There's a shotgun. It is a design run, and there is nowhere to go as he runs into a wall of Foundation Academy Lions, and that wall led by Austin Lyle, who says, not tonight, not tonight. So a defensive stop there between Lyle, Quinlan Marshall, also the big sophomore, 6'3", 225 in on that tackle. And that's going to be a turnover on downs for Foundation Academy.
35-yard line.
6:11 left here in the 4th quarter. 40-7 your score. Foundation Academy has led from the beginning and never looked back. Foundation Academy coming in.
Again, as the quarter
next week, big game next week for Foundation Academy. Another district matchup against Agape Christian Academy. And that game is going to be right here at Walker Stadium. Agape Christian coming into this weekend 1-2. Foundation 1-1 in district play, 3-1 overall. Going to be moving to 4-1 after tonight. And after having not put up too many points over the season, 27 being their high, 23 being their highest point total of the season. That was back in the second game against Trinity Christian. Deltona Trinity in a 23-20 win.
Do appreciate all the fans from Mount Dora Bible coming over this way tonight and being here for the game.
So a big one going to be right here at Foundation Academy next week. Atwood under center. He's going to make that a quick handoff up the middle to Jordan Nix. Jordan Nix, not much there.
Gained a few yards.
Defensive stop made by Chase Chuchla. Ian Watson in on that one as well. So right now it's snap the ball, hand the ball off, and let the clock tick and nobody get hurt. And there's the inside handoff to Jordan Nix. And Jordan Nix is going to pick up. He'll pick up 4 or 5 yards there. It's going to bring up a 3rd and 3. And we do have an injured player. And that's going to be number 64 for Mount Dora Bible, Rodney Leary. Maybe cramping up as it looks like they're just stretching out that hamstring. Fluids, especially on these hot, humid Florida nights. So we'll see with Rodney Leary. Hopefully it is just cramps, but it does look like that. The trainers are just stretching him out right there. Do you want to watch more of your school's great matchups, like the game you're enjoying here tonight? Tell your school to sign up for the Play on Sports School Broadcast Program. The program allows schools to broadcast all their games and other activities on the web. For more information, you can go to playonsports.com/SBP.
Check their website out.
I want to remind everybody as well that playonsports.com is not only your destination for Friday night football action, but it's also the place for the most comprehensive coverage of high school playoff and championship events in all sports from across the country. Playonsports.com. High school sports lives here. I'm Tony Comas. Your play-by-play, your color, your entertainment.
He and his firm does a great job. Again, he's a Foundation Academy.
Tonight here, broadcasting from Walker Stadium in beautiful Winter Garden, Florida, in a Class 2A District 4 matchup. As Rodney Leary making his way up and walking towards the sideline. So we'll see Rodney make it home over there to that visiting sideline. So here we go. 5:18 left in this ball game. 3rd and 3. The clock winding. Foundation Academy. David Atwood under center, and we're going to have a false start here. Looked like maybe the little movement on the left side of that line for Foundation. Well, no, they're going to call that one on. They're going to call that one on Mount Dora Bible. It looked like he might have been drawn off sides with a little movement there. on the left tackle, but nope, they're going to call it offsides. Every time I think I've been right tonight, I have not. So prognosticating is not in my future. Atwood fakes the inside handoff, and he's got a blocker out in front of him, and the big guy running and rumbling holds this one down himself and picks up a gain of about 15 yards, rumbling all the way down to the 32-yard line, 37-yard line, and that's going to be another first down for Foundation Academy. So David Atwood says, hey, Coach, get me in that stat book. I can do more than hand the ball off, and I can do it well, and he does. He rumbles down for 15 yards. This time it's an inside handoff to Darius Irvin, and Irvin finds a hole. He splits the defenders, lifts those legs up, and he runs right into the end zone. Touchdown, Foundation Academy. Darius Irving with a great run there, picking up his third touchdown of the night. Actually, we'll call that his fourth touchdown of the night.
As Darius takes off down the middle and runs down the right-hand side for a 36-yard score.
And what that means is that puts Foundation Academy up 46-7, and that means we're going to have a continuous clock here as the lead has grown over 35 points. Those are the high school rules here in Florida. Nick Ott for the extra point. Kevin Michael on hold. And Nick Ott makes it. That's going to be a 47-7 score now for your hometown. Winter Garden found for your it's been one of those nights. For your Foundation Academy Lions here in Winter Garden, Florida, at the beautiful Walker Stadium. I want to thank, by the way, everyone here at Walker Stadium. The staff, the administration, everyone's so nice and great to work with here, welcoming the entire crew here from Play On Sports, opening up their press box to us. The AD coming up here, introducing himself and saying, hey, I got a tab over at that concession stand. You want a burger or some fries? You just tell them it's on me. So you better believe I made my way down there at halftime. All the Mountain Dew you can drink. Going to be running around crazy tonight. Check that. The extra point, I think, was good. It should be 47-7. So, yes, it is. It is 47-7. Not sure if maybe that didn't squeak in over the left upright there. But, yes, it did. So that it is a 47-7. The running clock is going to take us under 2 minutes now. So we're going to see the kickoff here, maybe a play or two from Mount Dora Bible, and that's going to call it an evening here. A big night tonight for Foundation Academy, for the Lions, Coach Lord. Good offensive display as Nick Ott kicks the ball off. It's going to be picked up by Gussler, and Gussler's taking it down the right side, and he's still on his feet, breaking arm tackle, switching fields, and he's got some room to the right, back to the left, he's got two blockers in front of him as well, and he's going to turn on the jets and see if he can break that angle there, and he cannot. He is run down by Zach Pruitt, and Pruitt makes the touchdown-saving tackle as a guy's name that we've been calling out a lot tonight, Noel Gussler, takes that kickoff about 50 yards after reversing his field.
This one was a tackle saving.
About a 55-yard, 56-yard return there for Gussler.
About a 56-yard return for the Bulldogs to give them first and goal at the 15. Just under a minute to go in the game.
So Mount Dora Bible, twice tonight doing it with special teams, giving them good field position. This looks like it's probably going to be the last play of the game as the snap is taken, and Wamsley takes it up the middle, and that should do it for us tonight here. Timeout is called, though, by Coach Cochran with 19 seconds left. So, Coach Cochran trying to get as many plays as he can in.
Bulldogs want to see if they can get a score here before the end of the game.
He wants to open that playbook up and run his plays. At you know what? Maybe they will be in a situation where they're going to need this 6 later on in the season to potentially tie or win a game late. And he's got a couple plays drawn up there that he'd like to run. See if they can execute. Good to have those on film. That way you can watch those. Take a look at them Monday when you're at practice. If you're coach, you're going to take a look at this game over the weekend. You're going to grade it. So a big win tonight for Foundation Academy for the Lions here at homecoming. Wamsley, shotgun, pistol formation, and he's going to be taking the snap as motioned by the receiver, and it's a little inside bubble screen, and it's going to work, and that's going to get, there's your play that you wanted to run, and there's a touchdown that Coach Cochran wanted to see. So that's the one that they draw up for situations like this, and it's good to see that it executed. That's going to be the final score of the game. We'll wait to see if they're going to do an extra point. And I believe if it's indifferent, it's not going to be an issue, so that's going to do it.
It looks like there's not going to be an extra point attempt here.
So your final score here at Walker Stadium, 47. The Foundation Academy Lions put up 47, get close to that half-century mark. And for Mount Dora Bible, it's 13. So 47-13 here, live from Walker Stadium. A good game here tonight. If you're Foundation Academy, Coach Brad Lord getting to see a lot from a lot of his offense. Guys like Jordan Nix, the West Orange transfer, coming out here, running well, running hard. Little short guy with a lot of speed, I'll tell you that. 5'8", 165. Darius Irvin, he made his number 34 felt out here this evening, piling up the rushing yards and picking up 3-4 touchdowns as well. Alec Thompson, quarterback, doing a great job. Throwing the ball when he needed to. Touchdown pass early in the game to Peyton Guilford. Doing it with his legs as well. And how can we forget? We can't forget Sully. Kevin Sullivan doing it from the linebacker side, doing it from the running back position as well. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to thank everybody for listening in. That's going to wrap it up from Walker Stadium, where the Foundation Academy Lions defeated Mount Dora Bible Bulldogs 47-13. We'd like to thank you for joining PlayOnSports.com's coverage of Friday Night Football from Winter Garden, Florida. Be sure to check PlayOnSports.com for information and links to all of our upcoming broadcasts. For our producer, Amy, for our videographer, Richard, I am Tony Comas saying so long, and we'll hope you join us next Friday night on your destination for high school sports and Friday Night Football, PlayOnSports.com.
We can get a player up here.
Oh, that's good stuff.
All right, perfect. Prepare a Wiley Ballard graphic.
Do you want me to start the stream?
Start the stream. Camera 3. Beautiful. We're coming in on 1. For more information on how your school can join the Play on School broadcast program, go to playonsports.com/SBP.